Hey. What's going on, buddy? We're here. Let's see about giving myself a new chat background. Alright. It's the other courage one. Oh yeah, I can get away with some more cropping here. It's just like yo, what's up, real work? Oh no. Making it slightly harder for me to see what I'm doing. This is the one I was talking about last week. Up here. Where Courage is controlling Eustace and Muriel with the marionette strings. He makes Eustace pull out the mask and do the ooga booga booga and everything. And then he trots back down the stairs, gets back on Muriel's lap, then opens his eyes and looks at the mask and screams, and that's the end of the episode. Okay, here's the new strat, dude. I'm gonna get my dot set goal pre-typed. But then I'm gonna get a start race for Super Metroid retyped. And then when I get into the channel, bam, copy paste. Dang. Let's do the dot races. Ding, digga, ding. Ding. Oh, it's already open. When did that open? Well, dang. Good thing I didn't do that. Let's get the window open. Dude, when the hell did this race open? 10 minutes early. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. No, it's oh boy. Alright. Come on. Oh wow. That was really generous. Got bombs, but I don't have more. Yeah. chance to maybe name drop some people that I'm following. Suggestion of some people with actual skill in video games. Nope, looks like I'm gonna eat those words and just watch Clage instead. Haha. Oh, that's still got volume. There we go. I kid, of course. In case you're wondering, Clage is playing what, Phantasy Star 1? Yeah. I don't really know what to think about the Phantasy Star games. I've never really played them. They look really cool. They look like I'd enjoy them, but I just, like, have never actually played one. We did it. Found one of my favorite rooms in the game. Back in this room. Come on, Samus, get in there. One more. Fuck's sake, come on. Yo, what's up, Toasty? Give me the thing. Ow. Fuck. Actually want this. Of course. Yo, what's up, Fire Bat? Oof. Not liking how close some of these calls are. Oh, dang. Good. Dude, Spazer Crab is like that. He thinks it's funny. I've told him to take people's considerations, or people's feelings into consideration. And, pinched me with his big claw. So, like, he put the S-orb down and pinched me. So. Really? Change batteries again. I did this just like a couple weeks ago. Let's see here. Where's OBS? Sesame Street. Alright. Let's pull out a hat. I'm going to draw names from a hat to determine which one of the Varia Randomizer sprite replacements I'm going to use for the race. Sent. It's just that easy. sometimes I want it to be a bit more of a drawn-out and entertaining process. Like if I ever do something to try to decide, like, you know, to help, like, determine what casual game would be next for me after I finish Pokemon and then I finish then I start the one game that I've chosen already. I don't know, it might actually be possible to play that game that I'm thinking of during the intermission between races. From what I remember, it does have like a pretty generous saving system. I don't know. There is, of course, always the option of hopping on Steam Remote Play with people that would be willing and playing some silly game for 20 or 30 minutes. Doesn't have to be a silly game, it can be a crazy sci-fi game. But whatever. That ship. That's actually a really good example of what I've been thinking about doing with the Samus sprite. Blacking out the whole thing, except for the visor. I don't even mean, like, black armor. No, flat black Shadow Samus. Except for visor. It's like the easiest thing I can think of to do for a custom sprite. But it's still gonna take a lot of effort. Relative effort. And a relative lot of effort. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get these batteries replaced. plug this thing in. There we go. It's living. That close back up. I'm gonna hit the restroom, be right back in just a little bit. All right. 16 people. Hell yeah. Nice. Let's try that again. And actually, do I still have... Yes. It's off of there. Just got in the mail today. The new PS2 memory card off of Amazon. You know, obviously it's not PlayStation brand, but whatever. It's kind of been one of the things holding me up from doing more PS2 stuff. Is, first of all, I didn't know where my second memory card that I already had was. Got ready. Yeah, there's not enough there for everybody. But now that I've got a new card, definitely going to be more able to do PS2 stuff. But also finding that other memory card has been really nice, because that's where a lot of save files that I actually care about are. Huh. No, I think... Oh, I can't highlight stuff, because I'm dumb and bad. Yeah. You guys got it. There he is. Ah, poor guy. Have some good fun luck. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so the name that was drawn out of the hat this time was the Super Metroid Ascent sprite replacement. Already thinking that it's a gosh darn shame that I've got to blow this place up. Who ordered a Metroid milkshake? Or a big gulp of Metroid soda? $7.69. Stop too soon. $42.46. Alright, more requests into Rainwave. That's not my... There we go. A delightful theme for blowing up a space station. Damn it. Just baby steps. It's fine. Ooh. Kind of want this version of Brinstar in their actual game. Some nice shades of green going on in there. No. Ooh, D-pad. D-pad, you and I are just gonna have to hug it out. Got no time for anything else. Remember to do that. Shoot up, then jump. Strat. Instead of jumping up, then shooting, and then jumping up again. But old habits die hard, I guess. Especially when you only play this game twice a week, and here it is. Good fight. Yep. That's what I get for going that way. Thanks, D-pad. Well, at least I didn't get hit. I don't know what I did there. Playing too much randomizer. That's a lie. I need to play more randomizer. Nice. Knowing that was coming. Yet I didn't for some reason. I actually expected to end up in the pit there. It's me. Dude, get in the hole. Got him. And he either didn't drop supers or I missed him. There we go. Tried to turn around into the E-Tank hat, but didn't do it soon enough. Instead, it just looked like it was falling off of her head on a windy day. No. Come on. Best crabs. Tip your waiter. Okay. We got him. I think I just hit him with one. And those other particles just threaded in the needle. Well, he's dead. Apparently there are some in the race that are in the same boat now, unfortunately. Three power bombs is just enough. I don't know, man. I think that ceiling is going to have a Santa-shaped dent in it pretty soon. Fucking really? Oh god, I can't. I can't even, dude. It's sparked by everything. Kind of blank. It's disappointing. I usually don't even get hit by the second spark. It's that first one that usually gets me. And then I tried again, and the first one got me. Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Because the supersonic bonk into the ceiling is at least funny. Oops. Oh my god, get in the fucking hand. But yeah, this is one of those 9 o'clock races that makes me glad that there's an 11 o'clock race. So hopefully I'll be able to get in at least one good run. No, my night's going fine. My night's been better than the run. Although there was a guy at a drive-thru window. It was yesterday. So it doesn't count for today, but said something about my car. It's like that style of car or whatever. It's like, yeah, whenever I get those cars in racing games, I always get mad. It's like, okay, I get what you're talking about, but this ain't a racing game. So, it's like, no, I understand what you're talking about. When I see these cars in GTA, I just let them pass by. It's the point. I own a kind of car that no one would want to steal. Because it's not flashy, it's not showy. It's a pretty shade of blue. And it gets alright fuel economy, but that's really it. There's no, like, bells or whistles. And just in case anyone cares, it's a Mazda 3. Or if you're in Australia, a Mazda 3. Oh yeah, it's still got a horn. There was that time when I drove through a really big puddle in a parking lot. I didn't know how big the puddle was. And it actually, like, fucked with my horn for a while. Made my horn just like, But it's all dried out by now. That's what the problem was. It works fine. Huh. Yeah, horn is nice. honking horns will get a motherfucker's attention. Be more specific, honking car horns. Don't know why I crouched there. Nope. And that turret tried, but his targeting system was way the hell off. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Ugh. No, I can't even get the cool damage boost through all the items. Man, this is gonna be a run where I end up saving the animals, isn't it? Do my dot time and it's like 59:59. Fuck. Sploosh. Bastard Flappy Pancake. No. Boom. Let's go. Dude, I really like Brother Android's music. It's not just because he did work on video games that I like. At least one in particular, being Hero Core. But it's a style that I really like. Damn it. I didn't do any of that right. That could be an idea. For a new slots variant. Okay. Well, we got people finishing. Gallo with a 44.05 with a 10-second race PB. Nice. Sloters picking up second with a 44.34. GG to Gala on the race PB. GG to Sloters, second place. Come on. And Firebat taking third with a 47.21. Rudy taking fourth. 48.04. GG to everybody. Didn't stick the landing, but possibly the least important part of that. Apathy Duck taking 5th, 48-58. This run might be slightly better than I've been giving it credit for, but don't tell that to my run, it will start fucking up everywhere. I've already been doing that enough. Come on. Ooh. Highlander GCB. 38-second race PB. An actual PB. Very nice. We'll see, real work, you're probably more of an RTA runner as opposed to a racer. Like, oh no, I didn't get the thing. Reset until you get the thing. And then complete a run where you get the thing. That's for people that use timers. Not an actual speedrunner, I just play one on the internet. The song you couldn't remember. Song you couldn't recommend because it wasn't in, it was already in the queue. Gotcha. I can't read. Yo, what's up, Crustacean? Get in there. I didn't... Yeah, this is definitely one of those runs that makes me glad that there's another race coming up, like, right after this one. Exactly. It's the vibe I'm going for, mostly slots and pictures. Thank you for the luck. That's right. Nice. Cancelled out the wiggle. Only 3? It kills me every time that happens, too, because I apparently am just jumping the gun by fractions of a second. Let's get IRC selected. Enter my dot time. We'll see what I get. Please stop force-feeding my baby onion rings. It's deathly allergic. Okay. How? Look, lady, just taste the rainbow. This is gonna be like at mid-58. Most likely. Yeah, imagine if I wouldn't have had all those little screw-ups all over the place. And didn't have a bad Phantom. This run would be looking a lot better. It's already not bad. And you see, I just had to say shit like that. The game is trying its heart out to not let me win. All it's doing is just delaying the inevitable by a handful of seconds. $58.34. Dude, I'll take that. GG, everybody. Yeah, the paint job on that ship. It's what I've been talking about doing for a custom sprite. Just completely blacking it out except for the visor. Hell yeah. I wish this song was longer. This is a really cool song. like the camera continues to zoom in, goes right in through the window, and you see Samus giving the big old thumbs up. Wasn't that in one of the Prime games? I've never actually beaten one of the Prime games, so I don't know. Oh, very good. Yeah, I could hear that pun coming. Smell it coming. Burning oil. Dragging its muffler. That's a terrible joke. What I said. 2 minute and 4 second race PB. Hell yeah. Dear Force! See you next mission. Alright. Incoming explosion. Alright. I'm gonna take myself a real quick break, and then, you know what? Before I go, let me my request line for Rainwood. Let's just mute that. What is this? Okay, that is fine. Let's go and open up a game that is on Steam and has the remote play together functionality. So even if you don't own the game, you are more than welcome to send me a Steam friend request so that you would be able to join the game. My name on Steam is Sir Lewis Fairchild, or Sir Lewis X. Should recognize the little Lego snowtrooper. Let's go ahead and get that started up. And let's get it captured. Get that making some music while I take my break. Alright, be right back in just a little bit, and we'll probably just do like one 20 or 30 minute game instead of breaking it down into points. Oh, no, wait, how was... Oh, no, the way I was thinking of having it broken down earlier was with shorter games. Never mind, we'll just have like one long game. It's, again, like 20 to 30 minutes. Cause as much damage to one particular level as we can in that period of time. Alright, be back in just a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Have I played Nuclear Throne yet? I have played Nuclear Throne. It's a really fun game. Oops. There is another twin stick shooter that I really like. has kind of taken my attention away from that one in particular for a while, but I have enjoyed Nuclear Throne every time I've played it. Alright. I will throw an invite to Real Work if he would like to join in. End the voice chat, though. Let's go ahead and... Is it working? Did we do it? I mean... pieces per round. All right, let's end it. End that. Send another invite. End the voice chat. Hop into the game. Oh. Apparently my mouse counted as player 2. There we go. It looks like it's fine. All right. Space. Oh, down the well. This is a really nice way to get used to the physics of the game before you actually, like, get in here and start doing stuff. Alright. So first things first, I need a stairway so that I can go up and get this prize box. Then... yeah. Oh, there's the gear. Duh. I'll get to work on something up there. The ballroom! We did it. We have all the levels there. And we, yeah, can't touch those. One of those there. And I need to get the honey going on this gear. I'm gonna start sticking stuff to that gear. Everybody in the world is gonna wish that I had. Oh. Back down here. Purple milk crates. Don't fucking jump. Nope, nope. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm a lot floatier than I am in in space than I am here. Alright. So the first thing we need to do, put down something to help the cause. And these are jetpacks, by the way. This is a one-time use jetpack. This is a thing that, like, respawns jetpacks. Now I need to put down some construction to help make things worse. Ooh, even better. Yeah, too easy. I think I may need to delay my normal plans. You did a thing. Nice. Oh my god, I actually made it up on here, but it's all covered in honey. Oh yeah. Ah. See ya. Alright. So we need to wall that off. Let's start with these. Put those like right there. Sideways fire hydrant. Okay. So that means I need to do something else up there. I don't really want to resort to black holes. But I might have to. Hey, wait a minute. I'll just move my honeyed up gear. Like, right here? Or maybe to right here. And then put Flowey right there. Oh yeah, he's Flowey's coming. Oh! Tractor beam. Every game should have a dance button. Or a dance command. Okay. Cannon might be. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna. I can't put it any closer than one there, maybe. We'll start with that. See how that goes. Oh, keep your shirt on, game. Okay. On the honey. We've already established this is really bad. Yeah. Really bad way to go. We'll see. No. Let's put down some more bees. What could possibly go wrong? No, that could go wrong. Oh, I can put ice on this. Fantastic. Oh, I just had a terrible idea. Jump too high. I want to put something else on top of that. Anything else that has honey? We'll put it, like, over there for right now. I want to put that there for... I want to put that there. Okay, you can hang up in the air. Oh, that rotating platform is going so slow. Oh no. That gear is turning so slowly. How much more do you think I can play with that? I hope the answer to that was yes. That's exactly what I plan on doing. This poor gear. The physical comedy of this game is comparable to only very few. Oh. Actually gonna use that one because that one will rotate, but it'll also fix in place for a little bit. Cool. Huh? I got killed by the very edge of that saw blade. Oh, Raccoon was about to get squeeshed. Couldn't make up my mind in time. It's like, this is already kind of fucked, so... Oh! God damn it! Oh my god. Oh, we waited to the last turn for black holes to make an appearance. Aww. That poor gear. You did it! All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. I'm gonna quit on out of this and get ready for the next race. A game is such a great way to be a jerk in a video game in a hilarious fashion. Ooh. Squid Twins. I mean, one of these times we can set restrictions on what items we have access to. So if there's ever a time that that's something that would sound interesting, and we could restrict ourselves to just wrecking balls. Restricting yourselves with just black holes would be confusing as all hell, and it would not work until turn, like, 30. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually gonna play with with this one. But I do need to at least do a run with this ROM. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You do like a gravity maze. But I imagine it would have to be pretty big. But that's the thing, those black holes aren't really that strong on your character if they've got enough momentum. It's weird. You'd have... People have probably already done it. It'd be interesting to see. We'd have to just be doing it in, like, free play. Just with free placement and no time limits. And then we test it after we build, you know, like this big loop or something. I don't know. Huh. Hitbox on grapple is very strange. Yeah, the race is probably open. Yeah, it's right there. Look at it go. Drag over there. There. Not join. I almost typed join in. Dude, I sure hope that black holes actually work out like that in Ultimate Chicken Horse. Give that a shot here tonight, after the race. I don't know. Got some time to choose a background stream and see if anybody different is on. There's a dude playing Minecraft Dungeons. Haven't, like, seen that yet. Yeah, there's a free play mode in Ultimate Chicken Horse where you can just place stuff completely freely with no time limit, no turns, and just test the level out as you go. Well, alright, after like 5 or 10 seconds of looking at Minecraft Dungeons, it looks very pretty. But I'm gonna go watch some of these. Yo, is Peaches actually playing DDR? No, where'd he go? No, where'd he go? There it is. Oh, fuck yes. I'm here for a DDR stream to have in the background. Alright, let's, and pull out the hat. Now, technically, I could just pull out the hat at the very beginning and have it pull 2 names instead of just 1. Well, I think there's a proper hack or something like that. But this is just the sprite replacement. Alright. It's a hat. Holy shit, it's a hat. We're gonna draw a name from this hat. And that's gonna decide which Samus sprite I use. And bam. Escape 2. I just had that recently. Do this again. That's more like it. See, now the hat speaking a language I can understand. Well, I had Escape 2 just like last week. And actually, I was hoping it was going to pull Luigi, but I will totally take Windows 95 mouse cursor. You just redraw everything to just be a box. Again, there's hacks for that, but oh, where's my mouse? Let's just do it real quick. Exclamation mark. Dice. I rolled a 4. So that means I'll take the one in the middle. Is that? No, no, no. No, it's not that complicated, guys. You're giving me too much credit. It is simply just 1d6. Although, I do have a ceramic golden camel. Is it a golden camel or is it a golden cow? I think it's a golden cow, actually. But it's filled with all my brother's old multi-sided dice and some of the ones that I had growing up as well. And some of the, like, goofy 6-sided dice that we had. We had a set of dice that it was cows, and you had to count the number of spots that were on the cows to get your number. I've still got the one in my desk right here. It just has a big numerical 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on it. See, I could have just thrown this. Doesn't even go to 6, only goes to 3 twice. Ah, yes. It took me so long to actually see the Adult Swim short presentation, whatever it was, for Too Many Cooks. Some of that shit that Adult Swim does at like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning with no warning. And they make it look like it's just one thing, but then it completely changes tone at some point to something like really graphic or something that's like really messy. Too Many Cooks was something like that. Unedited footage of a bear. I don't know if I could say it right. That one was great. When I found out about that one, I was like, what's even going on here? Oh, shit. Adult Swim's got some good stuff. To find out if Tom and Jerry is ever going to go onto public domain. It'd be amazing. I'd fucking run a second Twitch channel that just shows nothing but old Tom and Jerry cartoons. It'd be fantastic. I could already do that with old black and white Popeye cartoons. Which, you know, are the good ones. Gotta make sure they're the old, what was it, Flesher Brothers Studios? The old black and white Popeyes, where it would open like on the ship. The ship doors would open, you'd see the title card for the show. Yeah, Popeye was another thing that was on heavy rerun, along with Looney Tunes, when I was growing up. Not complaining either. Like, animation and cartoons, at least in this country, has, for like whatever shows we had on, has really gone downhill since, like, what, the 40s? The 40s was like the heyday of the Looney Tunes era, and that was some of the best animation going. I'm not talking about, like, Japan. They don't count for this conversation. They're miles ahead of us. But, like, it was really apparent with Tom and Jerry. Like, the early Tom and Jerry definitely had a different style to it, almost more like Merry Melodies kind of style in terms of animation and character design. Then they hit their stride, and it looked the same for just this long stretch of award-winning and award-nominated cartoons. And then, at some point, and I don't know when it happened, it was like in the 50s or the 60s, something happened with Tom and Jerry. And it was just not the same. You know, it makes sense it would be in that time period. 50s, 60s, 70s-ish. However long they were making new episodes. I haven't done any research before I started this train of thought. Such is life. But yeah, there's a noticeable difference. And there's a handful of those later Tom and Jerry episodes that are just like unnecessarily dark. Unnecessarily dark. I mean, they also had some dark moments during their main run. There's that one where Tom died and was at the pearly gates, and their cat St. Peter is checking people in, and there's a fucking bag, a fucking burlap sack. It's tied up at the top. It comes bouncing up. It opens up and there's 3 little cats that pop their heads out. And St. Peter just like does the shake of the head, the tisk tisk tisk, and lets them in. It's like, Jesus. That's unnecessarily dark, but it is something that you should bring light to because that's a fucking problem. Anyways. Enough of that. So I'm gonna be right back in just a second. Alright. Here. Oh man. Let's get, oh baby. There's the Z-Man. It's all over, everybody. Careful on my right clicks. Thank you. Toaster, you don't have to rub our face in it. we all know. Oh yeah, that's been That's been a problem lately. Ooh boy. I need to fast forward my way through a cutscene. So the funny thing is, in those cutscenes, it's actually the flashing green square that is our hero in this version. I don't know who that person is that's reading this. Come on. See, that's something I like to go for in my musical selection. Especially if it's during a speedrun. Let's go ahead and drop some more requests into Rainwave. Give my dot ready. Still waiting on Zoast. I didn't even look. I'm banking on it. I'm putting all the chips on odd. Or even. Either way. Dude, if anybody does it. Because we all know. And of course, no harm or offense is intended by any of this. This is merely harmless, childish, taunting and prodding. And as soon as I get done saying that, nice one, Toasty. A reference for all time. The Toast Brothers. Going after their brother that begins with a Z. So, see if I can get this story out in time. My favorite Zoast memory is one of the GDQs where he was running Super Metroid. And I don't remember which one it was. You'd have to either look it up yourself or whatever. But at one point during the run, they received a donation for Runner's Choice, I think. And one of the incentives was for a Final Fantasy IV run that was coming up. And the incentive was to name Palom and Porum mac and cheese. So Zoast was just, I think he replied, yeah, we'll just go with that one. And the commentator's like, how about we just get you some mac and cheese? Or something to that effect. It was like, attaboy, Zoast. It's been a long time since I've seen that, of course, but I do remember that some mac and cheese sounded pretty good to Zoast at that point in time during his run. No hurry until the race starts, then hurry. I like that. What good fun have? Oh god, why did I just... My brain has bad ideas every once in a while. It's like, I need to get a thing that I can put in my chat to be like, !GLHF, and it's just like a loud voice that says good luck and have fun, but it says it backwards. Would have called him Bam Bam and Pebbles. Nice. Maybe if you just shorten it down to 1M on each, might even fit. I forget if FF6 or FF4 has 5 or 6 letters in names. I have at least 5. That is right. And it's that moment in the game that for years and years I could not get past. There we go. Alright, everybody, it's on. Race will actually begin. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I was an FF6 person as well. Also Chrono Trigger. That's why it's so weird to me. Like, if I had to pick between those games, I'm not sure I could. I really like Chrono Trigger, but FF6 is just... It seems like it's so much bigger. And Chrono Trigger's a big game. But I don't think I'd be able to, like, actually pick one over the other. This is why I'm not, like, a fan of the old question, people sitting at the bar. I got steamed. Shit. You know, oh, if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only have one blah blah blah, what would it be? Fuck that. I'm not gonna be stuck on a desert island with just one. Because I'm not gonna have just one. If anything, I'd have multiple. But that's just me personally. But that's like, oh, what's your favorite movie? Yeah, right? Can I just have a flash drive? Yeah, right. That's the other problem. Now, like, if they were gonna do, like, the music version of that question, you know, if you were stuck on a desert island and the only music you had to listen to was the music of one band, you know, who would that be? I can understand that. Because one band can have a really broad spectrum as far as their music is concerned. And the Vote Now section on Rainwave is 3 songs that are on my favorites list. You know, that's not a bad example, because I went from liking Nickelback to not liking Nickelback. Does that count? No, I had their first CD. Because I didn't know what musical direction they were going in yet. And I was just like, oh, these guys sound kind of cool. I made the same mistake with a couple of other bands. But that was like the early 2000s, and I was just starting to get into music. Which is a fun journey. For someone that, like, you know, I played video games or I watched TV, and I never really, like, just casually listened to music, or if I did, it was just the radio. But, like, I didn't start really listening to music on the internet or even buying CDs until I was, like, in my mid-teens. Probably late teens, even. I'd say mid-teens. It was probably once I got the car. You know, as soon as I got the driver's license, and as soon as I was able to drive around with even just permission from my parents, then it was like, okay, I need music to listen to now. And then, you know, I'd look at my CD collection, and it's fucking crap. You know? So I had to go out, and I had to figure out what I wanted to listen to. And that was a lot of fun. Ended up at one point finding out about some small-time local band from Philadelphia, I think. And not to, like, say that they were good or great or anything, but it was just, you know, I went deep enough into my search that I ended up finding out about even, like, really little bands from all across the place here and there. And of course, I knew a couple people that were in bands when I was in high school. They'd have concerts every once in a while. One day, I don't know if it's going to be one day soon, but it might be. But I need to take all of my CDs that are even still in decent shape, and I need to get those backed up on my computer. It's a lot of fucking music that I've got now. And then what you do I guess the one fancy technological thing about my car is the fact that it can play MP3s off of data CDs. So, you know, I've made data CDs that's like a particular band's entire discography. It's condensed down onto one disc. Or for a road trip, I had a CD that I loaded with like 12 hours of podcasts. Because since I have an iPhone, I can't have a power charger plugged in at the same time as the adapter for the car speakers, unless I'm sure I have some kind of dipshit Apple-approved adapter. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. I just need... Like, how big of a flash drive can we get before they start just becoming an external hard drive and need their own power supply? I mean, at that point, then you can still plug that in to the cigarette lighter of the car, but I think you still would need an adapter. I happen to have one. But that's because, and I've probably mentioned this in the past, but when we would go on road trips when I was growing up, we would bring along a small 9-inch television, and we would have it running off of the car battery while we were, you know, driving for a couple hours on the highway. So at first, my brother and I just watched movies. You know, Mystery Science Theater 3000, and... well, that was mostly what we watched. We had, I think, 4 episodes taped? Maybe 5? But we would watch those, you know, we'd get through one, and maybe it would, like, start into the next one, and we would be wherever it was we were going. But at some point we realized we could also bring along the Super Nintendo. So here we are, in like the late 90s, driving down the road. We're in a minivan. We're sitting in the back row of seats. The middle row of seats have been taken out. And that's where the TV and the Super Nintendo and a handful of our video games are sitting. A lot of Final Fantasy VI got played. There was one particular playthrough in which we tried to name all the characters in the game after some kind of soap. That's right. All the characters in Final Fantasy VI named after a different brand of soap. It worked for a while, but we had to start abbreviating names eventually. We got him. Oh, very good. Let's see what song is coming up next. Not necessarily. I don't believe so. It was just whatever soap we could think of at that time, and we did have like a short list of some of the ones we wanted to use in our head. Oh yeah, naming the Chrono Trigger characters their actual names. Oh, I've gone the step further, and I've included Magus in that list. As soon as I get him in my party, I rename him to Janus. Or Janus, however you're supposed to pronounce that. Janus. Because I always thought that naming... Nice. That naming Marl... I knew that was coming. Naming Marl... Nadia. First of all, it made Chrono seem kinda thick. Made him seem kinda dumb for not really realizing, you know, the princess of this land is, you know, Princess Nadia, or Nadia. Here it comes again. You know, he doesn't put two and two together, but it really makes the cutscene where Luca's trying to explain it to him that much funnier. So he's like, Nadia, or Princess Nadia. It's like, man. Now see, the only way that text-based pronunciation suggestions can't be funny is if you're actually doing it phonetically. If you're doing it phonetically and you're actually trying to correct the person, then that's not funny. I don't know. Goku has kind of a big mouth. He talks a lot. Chrono kind of seems the opposite. But I get it, yeah. Spiky-haired protagonist from Akira Toriyama. So yeah, like the Dragon Ball Z naming scheme would probably be good. I haven't gone the whole way with it. The one naming scheme that I came up with for Final Fantasy VI is something, of course, I've done before on the stream, is naming all the FF6 characters that I get in a Narsh Kafka run after Mystery Science Theater 3000 characters. Actually put like way too much thought into that one. It's like, okay, who's this character gonna be? Who's this character gonna be? That doesn't seem appropriate for this character. Right. Something I never really understood with that game. Like, it's fine. It doesn't make it bad. But I just thought it was kind of silly. It's like, are we yelling these characters' names? It's not fine. It's not fine at all. Hey guys. You know what they should have done? Is they should have made it easier to get rename cards. They should have made rename cards like available from an optional merchant in item shops of just about every town. Kind of like what FF4 did. They had a dude, I thought, just about in every town, in the item shop or in the weapon or armor shop, where you could change your name. Like, at any point in the game. Yeah. When I still have not personally... Yeah, Naming Way. Thank you, Firebat. I haven't personally activated all of Shadow's cutscenes in Final Fantasy VI. I have seen them, you know, in YouTube videos and all that. But there was one time I caught one of them completely by accident, and I had no idea they were there. And I flipped the fuck out. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I thought something was going on with my game. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's the one that has like that droning, repeating sound playing through most of it. And it really didn't help put me at ease. It was super fucking weird, and it was only after that that I started like looking up, or at least trying to look up, what the fuck is this? It was like, oh, it's dreams that Shadow is having that reveal his backstory. Okay, that makes sense, but god damn, it just hits you out of nowhere and has no context, because you don't recognize any of the characters that are involved. Now, if we're still being forced to choose one or the other between FF6 and Chrono Trigger, the proverbial gun to the head situation, I would ask if randomizers were allowed to be a part of the conversation. If they said no, it's just a vanilla game, then it's like, then I can't make that decision. I like both of those games for very different reasons. And I like both of them for the same reasons. There's some things that Chrono Trigger does better. There's some things that FF6 does better. Yo, best crabs, back to back. We are definitely coming back to this restaurant. Yeah, I've seen some pretty big, ridiculous players' guides in my time. I still think one of my all-time favorite players' guides has to be the hardcover one for Dark Souls. Even though I'm not very good at Dark Souls, and I don't know if I'll ever actually play it on stream. Because I'm more likely than not never going to, I'm phrasing this poorly, but I am most likely not ever going to buy Dark Souls for myself. It would have to be something that either someone else wants to see me play, or maybe if my brother decided to be a jerk. Fuck off, Fantoon. That being said, I do have a very similar game in The Purge. I think that's what it's called, The Purge. Damn it. It was called, like, the Sci-Fi Dark Souls. I do have that on my wish list. But that's more just because I like the way that game looks. The aesthetic of that game is really nice. Fucking got him, dude. A little slower than I would have liked, but we still got him. Oh, dude, I've got somewhere a physical printout of the Final Fantasy VI Coliseum. The World of Ruin, where, like, you know, hey, if you wager this item, you will face this enemy for this reward. And even that is a massive document. Multiple pages on that alone. So yeah, I can imagine full player's guide for FF6 would just be enormous. Oh. Noted. Here we go, son. Let's not super the blue door. Too low. Missed the one atomic that I always miss. Let's get your memes ready. He's too damn high. Yeah, much better than last time, though. Where I got sparked on both attempts. I just said fuck it and walked to the door. It's like a bubblegum beam. I'm just getting the enemies all stuck in a bubblegum here. And once again, if anybody hasn't seen on YouTube the terminal montage video, something about Super Metroid, now is as good a time as any to reference that. It's it's fantastic. Clunk. Hey now. Zap, 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 zap. Gravity, shoot. A point. Just that big, deep breath, and next thing you see is her power walking with all these spikes sticking out of her, and she's just screaming the whole time. Oh no! Well, whatever. I go out of my way elsewhere for an additional super missile. In the wrecked ship, I go to the room on the right, and I grab the super missile that's in there, and then I go to the room on the left after Phantom. If you're thinking of the one in Pink Brinstar, the goal is to try and get that while I'm waiting for the bomb to blow up to go down and get charge. You could also be talking about the one down by High Jump. Which I could just get High Jump in that E-Tank, and then only get Moat Missile on my way back. No, because there's the missile pack at the very beginning. In Blue Brinstar. Whoops. Yeah, as I'm sitting here thinking way too much about this. It probably would be quicker to get the Moat Missile than it would be to get the missile that's at High Jump. But you see, the little inconsistencies in my game mean that I don't always hit that mote missile. Now, I can start, like, trying to hit it, you know, maybe jump a bit short every time so that I have to wall jump up to it. But I don't know. All great thought exercises, though. Nice hypotheticals. Word I was searching for and couldn't find just a second ago. More missiles does mean this spot is a bit more forgiving, though. It doesn't even matter that I missed that first one. Or that one. I know, right? Oh no. There we go. See, that's the thing. You have to put all the excitement, like, right in the middle of the run. And hopefully that'll trick the people into staying for the rest of it. Yeah, it's like the rest of the game is just a formality. It's like people that have ever done speedruns of a video game where they have like a really, really bad first level. Or maybe the first level of the game, or the first like 5 or 10 minutes of the game are just really difficult. But then like the remainder of the run is just super easy. No, that's not like that situation. That is that situation. God, I'm bad at metaphors and similes. Plasma beam! Rain slug. See, there we go. Oh, come on now. Not all literacy is bad. Just most. part of literacy that allows me to read fantastical stories of underwater submarine drug-running pirates that have explosives in their heads so they can't give away crucial information. They wage war with a corporation in an underwater domed city. Yeah, I like that part of literacy. or the part of literacy that helped me decide that I was never again going to read another Stephen King book after I got done with the Dark Tower series. And it's been damn good times ever since then. I do actually have one of the Dark Tower books still. I bought another very cheap copy of Wizard and Glass. It's the fourth one, I think. Yeah, I haven't gone this way in a while, so I thought it might be nice. A trip down memory lane. Yeah, Wizard and Glass is... It is definitely... Fuck. One of my favorite books of that particular series, just because it's pretty much just a self-contained story. But it's being told by the characters and the character that's on this much bigger journey that's in these other books. But yeah, I found a nice big paperback version of it for like $2 or $3. And it's not, it's definitely not the most squeaky clean thing that's ever been written. But I think that's kind of par for the course. And bam! There we go. It's because of the way that the cursor is facing, but it doesn't feel like I'm that close to him. Goldie always has... He always has interesting colors. I always like it when... You know, he shows up and he's like some dark, muted gray color. And then he just turns red. Gives him that additional look of menace. Oof. Oh my god, we got the Kaga with the cursor. Get in there. No, get back here, stupid. What? How are you not dead? Ah, yes. What an amazing song. Ah. Thought I had it, but then I lost it. Maybe learning the mock ball strats for that previous room might not be such a bad idea. But once again... we need to work on execution. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Of course, I'm the lazy piece of shit that I don't even use, like... I used to use album covers. You know, I have a bunch of old, like, $1.99 records from an old record store. Years and years and years ago. And I would use those as makeshift mouse pads. I don't even do that anymore. I just have turned up the sensitivity on my mouse and I use just the armrest of my chair. It does have a blanket, like, thrown over chair. So there is some texture and some imagery on it to help with the optics. Yeah, you see, I haven't used a mouse with a I haven't used a trackball mouse in a very long time. I think I had one for my laptop. No, never mind. That was another wireless. It did have like a charging cord. Or like a USB cord, so you could run it without a battery. Which I did. But, no, that was not a trackball. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I used a trackball mouse. These are the first worldest of all problems, right here. Oh, hey, look, a bunch of people have finished the race. Who'd have thought? GG to everybody that's finished. I'm getting close to that point myself, but I'm probably somehow not doing that great in this run. There we go. Yeah. Not sure why or how, but I don't think this run is as good as even the last one. I mean, it could have something to do with the fact that I've just been storytelling. I'm just leaving my hands on autopilot here. Poke, 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 poke. Good dot comment from Hero. Why do people play this game? I play this game, well, one of the reasons I play this game is so that I can race this game with lots of other cool people that also really like this game. Because the grand majority of people that I watched when I was starting to learn Super Metroid either don't play Super Metroid on stream anymore, or don't stream anymore. So I'm taking advantage of even the modicum of skill that I've got, just to be able to say, you know, yeah, I was in these races with these cool people. And I want to say it's happened at least once, if not twice, in a race where I was in. That Zost also happened to be in. Where he just happens to get new world record in the race. Just like, son of a bitch. But yeah, it would have been nice to have been able to play SM with and against some of the people that I watched when I was coming up in the game. That's right, gosh darn it. So I figure instead of being super pissy about not being able to race with the people that initially got me going in the game, or made me want to play it just by watching them stream, figured I could try my hand with the crop of people that are currently playing. It's not been a bad decision. Always thought that Super Metroid had a much more chill community than just about any other game that I've ever seen. Well, that I've ever seen the community for, I should say. And I like it, dude. The community's not, like, massively oversized like Ocarina of Time. It's not got just, you know, one or two people that know about or run the game. It's got a whole host of people. A whole host of them that I don't even know about. I thought I jumped over that catch-up. The jump where I got hit by the onion rings was the mistake. Trying to be cute and jumping over the catch-up did not work. I believe I needed to have, if I wanted that to have worked, I would have needed to try wall jumping off the right wall. Ah, that sucks. That sucks when it's right at the end like that. Incoming explosion. Alright. Well, unfortunately, that is going to do it for me tonight. It ends... Well, that sucks to end on a sour note, but... yeah, tried to get a bit too greedy at the end there. And I should have just waited for her to shoot the ketchup down at me down in the corner. Oh well. Well, thanks to Insane Firebat and the rest of the SRL guys for making these races fun as they are each and every week. Good luck to them in the upcoming GT Classic race, which I hope everyone's going to go watch. It'll be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to see if I can rustle up something to eat. That is going to do it for me for right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week with some more racing action. Clunk. And I'll probably be back at some point in between now and then with some random nonsense. I've still got Pokemon Black 2 that I need to finish up. I'm right near the end, so you'd think it would be motivation for me to just, like, power through it, but I'm almost getting more focused on what game I would like to play after that. I do technically already have something planned, but for the game after that, I think I would like to do one of those long, drawn-out video game decides my fate kind of situations, where we've got, like, all the different consoles that I have are represented by a baseball team, or a Bomberman, or a Street Fighter character. And we do some kind of big tournament. But it would mostly just be watching a video game play a video game in order to decide my fate, so who knows? It could be interesting, it could not. 100% Terraria journey yet. Oh no. No, no, no. I did get the Zenith. I did get myself the Zenith, because holy shit, that fucking sword is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in Terraria. Both in terms of the recipe and the animation. And the damage numbers. Holy shit. Yeah, we could even open the betting back up. Might be fun. Anyways, that's enough out of me. Thanks for watching. Have fun watching the GT Classic race, and have good luck, and even more fun if you're playing in it. So, see you next mission. I'm the hell out of here. See ya.